Okay, so this is our question and answer session with Student Government Association. You saw SGA's presentation on Monday, and this is our chance to ask some members of SGA some of your most pressing questions. So we're going to hear from them today for the next 15 or 20 minutes. And before we get started with your questions, just want to ask the folks we have here to introduce themselves and say what they do with SGA.
Yeah, thanks, Meredith. I'll start. So my name is Elena Wallace, and I am the president of Student Government Association.
My name is Thomas Kucher, and I'm the vice president of Student Government Association.
Ahmed, you might be muted. I can't hear you.
My name is Ahmed Fall, and I'm the chief of staff of Student Government Association.
My name is Linda Moyo, and I'm the secretary of Diversity Council.
Okay, great. Thank you all for being with us today. And we'll see whose questions are most relevant to whom. First set of questions, we have a number of questions just clarifying procedures around elections, what's coming up, what positions are available, and maybe if you could speak to what it's like to be in SGA or any of those positions. Let's start talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll probably start and kind of describe elections and everything, and then I might let Thomas talk about the second part of that question of what it's like kind of being in SGA. So recently we sent out an email with election forms for freshman senators and for general Senate positions. So we have 3 freshman senator positions available. We have a senior senator position available, and then a couple commuter senators. Also, if you don't fall into those categories, we have 1 at-large position available, which is representative of the entire student body, and that's appointed by me, the president. But all of the other Senate positions are election-based. So you can print off the form from the email you got, you can swing by the SGA office and pick up a form and then fill it out and return it to the SGA office, or you can email it back to the SGA email. And then in about a week, the deadline was on there, I think it's September 10th, that'll be the deadline to take petitions. And then the next day we'll send out a Google form, and then that class will vote on who they want to be their representative. We'll announce who won, and then we'll get you sworn into Senate and you will be good to go. So Thomas, I'll let you talk about maybe your experiences in SGA and what you've been doing so far.
So last year when I joined SGA, I was a freshman senator, and that was a lot of fun. It's a lot. Every other Sunday night you get to have the whole Senate meet up, and we discuss the bills that are brought forth, and you can even write your own bill if you are passionate about something in particular. And I mean, you can debate, but you can debate, but mainly we just eat cookies. So no, we had some pretty good debates last year, which is good because I mean everybody has their own opinion on what's best for the college, and if you have that in your mind, you should probably join. If you want to do what's best, if you feel like something is not right and you want to do the best for the college, you need to join.
Awesome, great pitch, Thomas. Related question, what are some ways that someone who is not in student government can interact with student government?
I can take that one. One interaction, like if you're not necessarily a senator, you can still talk to people who are senators. If you had an idea for a bill and they could write that bill for you, and you can come in and pitch that. And I mean, you can, and any student can come in and sit in on a session at any time. It's just we don't have that many visitors. I guess people don't like us, but yeah, I mean, come sit in. If you feel really passionate about something, just pitch it to one of us, and we'll write the bill for you. It's pretty simple.
Awesome, thank you. I have a question about, again, relating to sort of joining in and getting involved. This is maybe a question for Linda. How do people join the Diversity Council, and can it be anyone on campus?
So if you want to join Diversity Council, you can just email me. My name is Linda Moyer. Just type it up and my email will pop up, and I will just talk to you and look at your schedule and see what your ideas are, and I will appoint you to be on the club.
And that can be anyone on campus?
Yes, that can be anybody, but for now, we're really looking for a freshman liaison. So if you're a freshman and you want to, be a part of a great club that throws amazing events, definitely email me and I'll talk to you.
Thank you, Linda. While we're on the topic, and maybe this would be your purview, Linda, or maybe somebody else, we had a question about any kind of Black Lives Matter events or clubs or anything related to that movement.
So this year on our social media, we're going to be raising a lot of awareness with different situations happening in our world right now. And also February is our African American History Month, and we have amazing events planned for that. If you want to join the club and give us ideas, or you don't even have to be a member, you can come to any of our meetings and you can just share your ideas with us as well.
Awesome, thank you. And then one more question about a role in different parts of SGA. We had a question about taking a role in SAC, the Student Activities Committee, I think it's committee. How do students take an active role in SAC?
Yeah, Student Activity Council. So Cam Harrison is our Secretary of Student Activities. He's at football practice, so he couldn't make it today. But he would love to talk to anybody who wants to get involved in SAC. I think they sent out a Google form not too long ago asking for more members. So Student Activity Council hosts a lot of events on campus. Movie on the Green, Dine at 9, Paint Night, things like that. If you have other ideas of things you want to do, you're like, hey, I want to have a spike ball tournament, I want a cornhole tournament, let's have a cookout. Anything you want to do, you can email Cam and tell him about it, or tell anybody in SGA, we can get the idea to them. Or you can join SAC, just email Cam Harrison or respond to that Google form, and I know that they're looking for members, so they would love to have you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, let's move on to talking a little bit about COVID-19, everybody's favorite topic. So we had a couple of different questions about any precautions that SGA is taking specifically, or precautions related to the various activities you all are planning, or how that affects SGA's planning for the year.
Yeah, I can answer this one too. So we're definitely taking it very seriously. We're letting each club keep in mind the recommendations of the college and work with our SGA advisor, Anna Para, on making sure that all events are safe and well thought through in the best interest of all student safety. We're definitely keeping it in mind for new projects that we're pursuing. I know we mentioned a bike project during our presentation. So as we're planning that, we're being mindful of how we plan to sanitize bikes, everything like that between different riders on the bikes. So it's definitely an adjustment. We're having to adjust how we hold our meetings. So we're doing mostly virtual meetings right now for Senate and executive branch. So it's definitely a big adjustment. But we're all getting along and taking all of the necessary precautions.
Good. Relatedly, we have some questions about how money is spent and things like that. Connecting to the COVID-19 question, is there going to be, if there's a fewer funds dedicated to in-person events and things like that, does that lead to an overage of funds? Are there talks about how that extra funding gets spent?
Of course, and if you guys don't mind, I'll take this question. I want to make sure my mic was muted, of course. So our budget meeting is going to be held the second Senate meeting, and during that time, we'll be revising what the Finance Committee planned. We plan to use the money that we're taking away from student activities to sponsor more special events that happen on project. As you guys know, looking into the bike share project, the laundry project is something which is starting this year. We're planning to add more water bottle refill stations throughout campus. Hence, and even the talk phone security safety system is another special project which we're sponsoring as well. So there are a number of special projects which we are investing in, which we're using the money that we won't be allocating to student organizations to. And of course, everyone is welcome to attend the budget hearing. So if you have any questions or comments about where your money's going, or you want to basically just actually see it, you could come to the budget hearing and make your opinion on, and we would definitely appreciate that.
Thanks, Ahmed. Well, we're talking money, and you're the guy to talk money too, it sounds like. Anything else you would add about, we had a couple of questions about where students can find out how money is being spent. Is there a report that goes out, or could there be? where will they see results on where money is being spent?
Of course. So there hasn't been a report that's gone out in the past, but if it's something that students are interested in, it's something I could definitely easily generate to show students that how their money is being used, how their money is being spent. And it's something that wouldn't honestly be that hard for me to do at the end of semester year, depending on how students would like to see it, of course. And of course, I would also advise going to the budget hearing as well, so they could actually see where their money is going, which student organizations it's going to, and how it plans to be used, because that's all addressed there.
Awesome. Say one more time what the date is for that budget hearing that's open to public.
It will be the second Senate meeting. The schedule for the Senate meeting hasn't been released yet, but after the initial Senate meeting, it will be there, and there will be advertisements so students know that the budget hearing is happening as well. So the date will be released soon.
Awesome, thank you. Moving on to something that I think Elena already referenced, washing machines and other sort of big projects. Talk about where we're at with washing machines and which buildings can expect washing machines.
And I will take that as well.
Oh yeah, good.
I'm so sorry about that. So I was the one who worked on the laundry machine project along with Senator Taylor Dashney. We're working heavily with the administration on that, and I'm happy to say that the laundry machines were ordered. So the laundry machines, we expect them to be here in a few weeks unless there's delays, which is understandable at the moment due to COVID, but the machines have been ordered. The first building that they're going to be placed in is Hari Hall, and that's of course because that's where we feel like there's the greatest need with the commuter bathrooms and everything's just close to there. The next building they're going to be in is Worthington Court, and then the last building they're going to be in is Bethel. Just so you're all aware, it's a 3-year project, so every year we'll be adding new laundry machines to each building.
Great, thank you very much. Relatedly, we had a couple of questions about other improvements in the dorms. Are there plans for any water stations in the dorms like there were in other buildings, or any other dorm related improvements that SGA has thought about?
I could take this one as well. So in regards to the water fountain specifically, that project was initially launched because we wanted to show, I'm not sure, freshmen may not be aware of this, but Bethel College was having issues financially, and there was cutbacks on certain departments. So originally we worked with departments on this project, over 10 different departments, to show that departments can use creative use of their money to help increase student quality of life on campus. So now this project is something that we will no longer be working with departments with, and we definitely appreciate the help with it on the past. But we will be planning to add one in Worthington Court. I know that Senator Evelyn Manresa has brought it to my attention that she wants to take lead on it, and I'll be assisting her on that. We're under the impression that, well, we know that Bethel has one already on the second floor in the ice machine. And then Hari Hall, because Hari Hall is up for discussion at the moment because there isn't a general water fountain to be used, if that makes sense. There's a water fountain per access on floor, so we'd have to do all 3 floors, so that one's a little more complicated. So we're still talking about what the best plan of action is for Hari Hall. But Worthington Court for sure, I should be looking forward to one soon.
Awesome, thank you very much.
And then, so sorry. And then of course, like I know that we spoke about it during our last meeting. For those who watched our convocation, we're also planning to rework the bottom floor of Hari Hall, which is the Hari Hall hub, the bottom floor. So we're planning to add new games and equipment in that floor. We understand that the lounge in the lobby has been reworked by the Bethel College Women's Association, if I'm not mistaken, right, Elena? And they did an absolutely fantastic job at doing that. And we appreciate all of their hard work. And we are planning to work together with, when I say work together, I'm referring to SGA, to reach out to the students, see what changes they want to be made to the hub, and then try to make those changes, of course.
Awesome.
I also want to add a quick plug on that, on revamping the Hari Hub. I would love to see some sort of like mural or Bethel student artwork down there in the Hari Hub. I think that would be super special. So if anyone is super passionate about that or loves doing art or painting walls or anything like that, please email me because I am so open to ideas and I would love to see student artwork down there in the Hari Hub. That's good. Go ahead, Meredith.
That's awesome. And to be clear, SGA would pay you for that artwork, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. We could definitely talk about that. Yeah.
We pay creatives. I mean, something, right? Good, excellent.
Yes.
Cool. Good. I have a number of other smaller questions, but we could talk about, but I think you guys have covered most topics. One question that comes up all the time is questions about Wi-Fi access. Can you speak to what, if anything, you can or have done with that, or how you can advocate for students in that area, or what is SGA's thinking on that?
So I worked with maintenance with IMS about this a few times last year, and I haven't currently had a meeting with them about it this year. But from what I am aware of, improvements that were made last year was that they added more access points throughout campus for sure, and it doesn't show, but students may feel like it doesn't show, but it was done, and that's something which we're hoping improvements will continue to be made over time. But I know that they have a campaign coming soon in regards, which will provide them more funding to increase Wi-Fi efficiency across campus. And I'm planning to continue to meet with them soon to discuss Wi-Fi and how we could continue to improve it.
Awesome, thank you. I think that covers most of the sort of areas of questions that we had from students for you all. So thank you very much. I'll turn it over to Elena for sort of a wrapping up statement.
Yes, thanks, Meredith. So I just want to thank all of the students for all of the amazing questions that you guys asked, and thank you for filling out the Google form that we sent out. If you haven't done that yet, it's still open. You can go ahead and fill it out. We really appreciate all of your feedback, and we really want to make sure that all of your questions were answered. So if we didn't get to your question today and it's still super pressing, please reach out to us, send us an email, and we can try to answer your question as best you can. The more specific your comment, suggestion, question is, the better. So like I saw a question the other day asking about like the back nine on the disc golf course. To whoever the person that asked that, like, please reach out to me. I'd love to know who you are, because we can work together on that project. I'm sure you have amazing ideas. Whoever you are, even if you don't want to be in SGA, reach out and you can work on a project with us. You know the project better than anyone. It was your idea, and we can help fund it and you can help lead it. But we're really excited for this year, and thank you guys all so much for your great questions. Please reach out to any of us if you have any more comments or suggestions. And we would like to thank Meredith and Doug for letting us speak at Convocation and letting us answer your guys' questions. So thank you so much.
Hey, thanks so much, everybody. Great to have you all as representatives of our student body. So appreciate your time.